cool. You guys don't know who that is, so that's okay. So, I've seen some familiar faces in the crowd tonight, and I would just like to tell you all, last night I had a little wardrobe malfunction that I talked to you about. My underwear are on straight tonight. They're on straight, I checked twice, and they are there. So, I figure I'm gonna shake it up a little tonight so you guys who have been here won't get too bored with me. Could happen anyway. So, the other day, I was in Mr. Carrier's class, as I am most every Monday through Friday. And you know when you're in elementary school and you try so hard to just call your teacher by your name and you're like, okay, I don't know if you guys get this way, this is how I get. On the inside, you're just like, I can do this. I swear I can talk. You can raise your hand and everything will be okay and you won't say anything. Mom! Oh God, did I say that out loud? And then you just die a little bit inside. But no matter who you are, no matter how suave, no matter how pretty, no matter how talented, you always do it. There's always one time, it could be a boy. You could be looking at your boy teacher, Mom! I've had this experience in a different kind of way. The other day I was in Mr. Carrier's class and I was leaving, you know, as I do, going to lunch, and I'm walking out and my friend goes, bye, Mr. Carrier, and I go, bye, babe. I really hope he didn't hear that. It's okay, you just keep walking, keep walking. Did you just call Mr. Carrier babe? Way to be cool, like he didn't hear that! I really hope he didn't hear it. But if he did, you all know now, so go tell him. It's fine, he's not here, but that's okay. This has happened to me multiple times. It's actually kind of getting to be a problem. I called my friend one time, and I thought it was her, and it wasn't. It was her mom. So she answers the phone. She's like, hello, who is this? I'm like, hey, baby, how you doing? And she goes, hey. Baby? And I'm just like, oh, Lord. Lordy, Lordy. I've done it so many times, and it's so much worse. I guarantee you it's so much worse than that! It's so much worse because there's not an entire classroom of people doing the same thing. So speaking of Mr. Carey, he's my creative writing teacher, and I've been thinking about what I could say to you guys tonight. I've been thinking real hard because Mr. Urban wants me to do 3 different nights, and I am determined to do 3 different nights. It's gonna be great, guys. And so I was thinking, what could I write for tonight? And I thought I would just tell you about awful things I've written in the past, which have sucked. So, I like writing stories, you know, it's fun, it's a good escape from life. And the first one I ever wrote, I was so excited. I was like, this is the next Harry Potter. I am J.K. Rowling, praise the Queen. It was called Bamboo Girl. It was about superheroes. And the superhero was a panda. And her amazing superpower, I thought it was just the coolest thing. I could not believe I had written this myself with my own 2 hands. She could make bamboo grow from the floor so that she could eat it. Look at the floor, it's just like, food. Food. Food! And I thought this was just the coolest thing. I mean, I don't know about you, but that would be so convenient for my life. If I could just look at the floor and be like, to me. Sun life. Gooey sushi. Now. But that has never happened. I've tried on occasion. Doesn't happen. And Bamboo Girl was an interesting little comic book. Bamboo Girl could make her food come out of the floor, but all of her sidekicks were super cool. She was the main person, but all her sidekicks could do there was the twisty koala last year that was like... They were all fighting this evil lemur. I don't remember why it was a lemur, but apparently lemurs are evil. I think it's something from Madagascar where they're like, I like the mob and mob. There's gotta be something in there. And it was basically like The Lion King put into an alternate universe with The Incredibles, where Pumbaa is probably about the equivalent of Bamboo Girl. It was bad, guys. It was bad. All she could do was food. Food? she'd show up and be just like, I can take you! I can do it, you know? It was awful. It was plain awful. I found it the other day. It's a part of my life I would like to look away from. And, you know, I've never told anyone out of my like my inner circle of friends of this specific story, because it's a time in my life that I would like, again, to forget. It's a little phase in 7th grade called Twilight. You may boo if you wish. But so I have written this story. I was so proud. I've written this story with my own 2 hands. Again, just like bamboo, where I'm like, this is the one. This is the next Harry Potter. This is the next Twilight. This is the next one. I can do this. It took me 120 pages to realize I had rewritten Twilight. 120 pages. Some of it word for word, and I insisted. I'm like, no, Jacob didn't say that to Bella. Come on. He said it. It was different. He didn't say, I'll come to your wedding. He said, I'm not going to come to your wedding. Why are we getting married anyway? And so I was determined that it would be so different. It was set in Seattle. That is 4 hours away from Forks. Excuse me. Thank you very much. 4 hours. Her dad, he wasn't a police chief. He was the fire chief. That's a big difference. And so I was trying to figure out, like, do I want to make them a household of vampires? Do I not want to make them a household of vampires? Would it be too cliche? So I just decided I'd go for it. And there was a witch. There was a ghost. There was a werewolf. There was a vampire. There was a half vampire. He was a half vampire. It's different. All living under the same house. And it was really bad. It was really bad, guys. When vampires, you know, like they're supposed to, like, sparkle, whatever, or burst into flame, whichever you prefer, whatever is your flavor of the month. No, they would turn invisible and have glowing red eyes. That's much more menacing. Until I realized that the glowing red eyes might get rid of the invisibility. And the most probably outlandish, if you could believe it, thing about this was that her mother, in Twilight, her mom's over, had gone to Florida or wherever. I decided I didn't want to have to deal with Mom, you know? Moms, who needs them? Not me. Just kidding. Hi, Mommy. And so I decided I would kill off the mom. And I'm like, how could I kill her off? That would seem realistic, right? I don't know what I could do. Maybe I could give her diabetes, have her overdose on whatever medication you take, and then have her hit by a semi-truck on the way to the hospital. That could be good. It was a real loss of innocence story. Mr. Carrier would be proud.